Welcome to Chopping It Up with your boy ATB and Miss Leah. This is your host, ATB, aka America's Teddy Bear.
And I'm your favorite co-host, Miss Leah.
Hey, world, how y'all doing? Happy Hump
Happy
Day.
Hump Day, people. Hey.
Hey, how you feeling, Miss Leah? How you doing today?
I'm doing okay today. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting sick again, so I don't know. That's kind of making me feel some type of way. So
hmm
I'm trying to monitor that and make sure I don't get sick again. But other than that, I'm doing okay, man. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. That's crazy you said that. My allergies are acting up, and I'm actually on some meds right now as we talking. But
Tis the
I think,
season.
yeah, I think the season changing. You know, it's been some 60 degrees now, then it's 80, then it's 60 again. So the fall fighting the summer right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Fight back, summer. Fight
fight
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm okay. Well, I got some meds on
That's
me, and
good.
man, just got that little allergy incident, but I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
okay.
I'm glad you're
You
good.
know, appreciate that. Hope you feel better too. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
look, check this out. I want to ask you some of my first topic today.
Hmm.
I know it's Wednesday, but I want to stir it up a little bit. Now, this is what I want to ask you, and you tell me your opinion.
Okay.
Is it disrespectful to the bride and groom to propose to someone at their wedding reception? Even though I know love is in the air, you know what I mean? But really, it's that bride and groom moment. Now you get somebody there that want to propose to their girl or whatever, however, or the girl propose to the guy. Is it kind of disrespectful at a wedding reception because that's their moment, first dance, and just they whole, party? So is it wrong for someone to propose at someone's wedding reception, or is it like love is in the air, pretty much?
I do feel like that's kind of disrespectful because it is taking the light and the shine from the reason that everybody is there. I feel like if you don't run it by the bride or the groom before the wedding and get their okay and get their blessings, to interfere into that moment, then yeah,
Mhm.
to me that's kind of selfish. That's kind of, even though I know that that person's intention isn't to be selfish or to steal the limelight from the bride and the groom, because they just felt like that's a perfect moment to do, something like that, like you say, because the love is in the air. But I feel like out of
Mhm.
respect for the reason that you're there, let's not forget why you're there. You're there to celebrate two people, not celebrate what you got planned for somebody you care about. So yeah, I think that is disrespectful and kind of selfish. Even if it's unintentionally, you should definitely run that by the bride or the groom beforehand, just so it don't come off and look that way, to them
Mhm.
and their guests. So, in my opinion, I think that is kind of rude and disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah, and
What you think?
I agree with you. To a certain extent, I feel like it's like you said, if you run it by the bride or groom and they kind of know what you got planned, at the wedding reception, then cool. But even though you see it like on movies, like we saw it on The Best Man and things like
Hmm.
that. But like you said, you kind of still in they shine a little bit because now it goes from being about them to you having your 15 seconds. And even though I know it ain't about shine stealing, I just don't think that's the right moment. Not at that moment unless you ran it by the bride and groom. If you didn't run it
Hmm.
by and you just feel like, man, it's my moment too, man, love in the air, you kind of taking away from them, and it is a little disrespectful. I feel like, especially if nobody know you're gonna do it, including the bride and groom. If nobody else know, you should at least have a talk with the bride and the groom. So I definitely agree with you on that. You can't just kind of do your own thing and it's my moment. Like, come on, man,
Yeah.
it's our moment. Like,
Yeah.
you can't, so yeah, I get that. I definitely respect that. You know what
Now
I'm
let me
saying?
ask a question.
Okay.
The reception, because I've been married, but I didn't have the big marriage and all that. I had the courtroom marriage.
hmm
So is the reception like after the wedding, after they say they vows and everybody, start partying and stuff like that? Is that the reception?
Yeah. You may have a DJ and they play some music.
Mm.
And I had a wedding pretty much at like my parents' house. They had a big house and a big backyard, and we threw the tent back there. It fitted like 200 people, and I had in the backyard with the fountain to the side. I think it was a chocolate fountain. But yeah, it's like we kind of had the wedding in the backyard, then it just turned to the reception right there, you know. But yeah, that's what a reception is pretty much when they say the first dance, you know, and it's
Okay.
the toast from the bride and the groom, and the toast from the matron honor and the best man, you know, like a little small
Okay.
banquet, kind of like, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, that changed
Hmm.
my answer a little bit because
Hmm.
I feel like after they done, walked down the aisle, said they little speeches to each other and got the I do's out the way.
Right,
Now the wedding is done and it's over with. So
right.
that's the important part that shouldn't be interrupted or nobody's light or anything should be dimmed or shine. I feel like the reception where everybody just kicking it now that they done got
And
married, they
party,
official
yeah.
now. Now it's a party, everybody doing their own thing. I kind of feel like if a person stand up say, hey, everybody can have your attention, please. And, a dude, kneel down
Hmm.
and do his thing to his girl. If he didn't run it by the bride or the girl, I kind of feel like it's not that bad because he didn't do it,
Nah,
like literally right after they said I do. He at least waited
right.
until everybody's partying, having a good time. And, the bride and groom has been celebrated enough now.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
too much taking the attention up off of them because nobody really
Nah.
paying too much attention to them that much anymore anyway because now it's a party. So a little bit it's not that bad. So
Right. That's why I
do
was
it.
saying earlier, I kind of agree to a certain extent. Like you said, you really can run about a body groom. You don't have to, but like you said, it just depends. Like, and you know what? And it's different kind of receptions. I say that too. Some is just turned into, a party hour, and it's just, hey, do your thing. And then some is still so sophisticated that it's like a banquet, and everybody shush, and here comes the salad, and
Yeah.
here comes the entree. So I think it depends on the scenario before you just bust out and ask your girl to marry you, man. I mean,
Uh-huh.
pick the
You
scenario,
gotta,
y'all.
yeah,
Yeah,
gotta read the room. You gotta read the room and get a feel
yeah,
on if this is a good time or not to do something like that.
yeah. Because this one of those old uppity receptions when it's kind of like upscale and fancy, and it's really not like a party hour. I don't know. You might the bride may curse you out, especially spent like 10, 20,000. What they call them, bridezillas.
Yeah.
Ain't no way you finna steal my moment. Like,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm just playing. I don't know, but yeah, read the
But
room, man.
listen,
Uh,
I mean, how would you feel if it was your wedding reception and one of your homeboys, got the attention of everybody? Hey, during your wedding reception, how would you feel about that? How would you respond to it?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not that uptight. If anything, I'm like, yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. So we got
Mm-hmm.
another wedding to plan. Like, I think that'll be my reaction. I want to be like, man, sit your motherfucking ass down, man. You know what I'm saying? Sit your ass down. I think I'd be happy. I think I'd be happy and kind of like, my boy, that's what I'm talking about. Me, myself, I
Right.
believe. How would you
Yeah. So
act? How
you
would you
wouldn't feel
react?
upstaged by him. Okay.
No. I wouldn't be tripping. I'd be happy that, me, myself, I'd be happy. Like, but I know some people, like I said, if it's a serious kind of wedding or, you gotta know the people, they may not be happy. But I'm one of the ones like, hey, I'd be cool with it.
Yeah, I think I would be if it's somebody I know.
Hmm.
And then they didn't run it by me, but it's the reception, and they, one of my homeboys or something, or family
Hmm.
member or something, and they do it. I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would be
Right.
just like you, just as excited because I got my parties out the way. I'm
Right.
married now. I's married now, so I'm good. My husband. So whatever y'all want to do after this, go ahead and have y'all fun. Oh, you propose? Oh, that's what's up. I think I'll celebrate it. Because I'm already
Hmm.
celebrated. My party's out the way, so I personally wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it.
Right, right. Yeah, that's how I feel too. But like you said, it depends on who, and like you said, if they close to you like that, you don't mind.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
You got to read the room, and you definitely got to know the people who wedding you are attending, and if you
Hmm.
know that they the type that'll have an issue with it or not, especially if you
Facts.
didn't run it by them first.
For real.
I
That's a
think that
fact.
plays a role. Yeah.
What you got, Miss Lee? I'm listening.
Let's see. Okay, so are you familiar with the term doppelganger?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
my question is, they say that we all got a twin out here somewhere or whatever. So my question is, if you were to ever run into your twin or your doppelganger, how would you feel? Would you feel, weirded out? Would you be scared, or would you be excited, curious, like, or would you try to fight it, or how would you respond to it? What would you say? What would you do?
I don't know. I ran into a guy. It's funny you said that. I ran into a guy about 2 months ago. I'm talking about he's a little bigger than me. I'm a big guy, but he's a little bigger than me, and we favored a lot. And I was just, I was making jokes with him, kind of like, man, you sure we not brothers? You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe ask my daddy. My daddy was a little Rolling Stone back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Wherever he laid his head at. You know what I'm saying? So I was joking with him, but I was in shock that we was very similar. I mean, the
Yeah.
laugh, the smile, the face. No shots thrown. Of course, I'm the handsomest. I'm more handsome, but we favored 90%. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We favored 90%, and I ain't gonna lie. We bust up. We had jokes about each other, and I was just kind of in a shock moment. Just couldn't believe that. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? We favored a lot and looked a lot and act a lot. So it was just fun. It was fun to me. I wasn't like weirded out or just kind of like, oh my God,
Yeah.
freaking out. I was more of a
Yeah.
laughing, cracking jokes about it kind of thing.
Hmm. Okay, it's a little
Yeah.
lighthearted about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how you feel about something like that?
Listen, I don't ever in life want to meet anybody that looks exactly like me, because that's going to freak me out. Like, why do you look like me? Like, no, and especially if I notice it, you know how you could be standing next to somebody and everybody else notice how much y'all look alike,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll be like, I don't see it. But if you actually see it yourself, like how much this person look like you, that's weird to
Mm-hmm.
me. Like, why do you have my face, my figure? Like, no, it's only to me supposed to be one me. That's it. So to see somebody that is a complete duplicate of me, that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
weird me out. And then don't sound like me too. Don't have the same personality as me. Cause now I want to fight you. Cause like what? No, who sent you? Like, why are you here? Like, no, bitch, there could only be one.
No, Miss Lee, you don't want to fight. You want to fight.
No, like, no, I'm joking ish, kinda, but I need answers. Where you come from? Who sent you? Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, who is your mom? Who is your dad? Like, how? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I'll
Tough.
be weirded out. I'll be a little scared, depending on how exact we look.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, because I believe in the parallel universes and all that shit, and how there's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be like 12 of us out here in different universes and shit. So if I run into one of those from the other universe and you're here in the same Walmart as me, like, no, bitch, we're
Yeah.
not supposed to cross paths. You need to go back to your universe. Like, you got to go back. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna be too friendly and too happy and giggly and giggity and stuff. Like, I'm gonna be nervous,
Yeah.
scared, and I'm gonna have questions, but not gonna be sure if I should even say anything to it. Like, I don't know.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
That's how I'm
crazy.
feeling right now about that.
But no, you're right though. I think at the moment I seen them and everybody was looking at us because it was a church kind of event. So I think I made the best of it, smiling. I don't know how I
Yeah.
would have felt if it wasn't a church setting. Now that I know what you're saying.
Uh huh.
It's just like, man, where you come from and why you around here this way. But I was dead serious about that daddy thing.
Uh huh. Cause what else
For
could explain
real.
that?
For real, yeah, that's crazy. I don't know, but I think maybe because I was in the church setting, I was kind of like smooth. But you're right. If I just seen it walking down the street or just at a store or something like or a red light, I look over and you look like me, and I like, whoa,
Crazy. Like, what do you say to that?
yeah, that's kind of tough. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta give us y'all input on that. That's tough. Like, what would y'all do? Seeing somebody that look just like you. You know what I mean? Like, I
Y'all
don't
just staring
know.
each other down, just trying to figure this shit out. Cause it's like, how, like, trying to assess the situation. Like, y'all looking at each other, everything is completely identical, as if this is your twin, but
Hmm.
it's not. How y'all coming? How y'all feeling? What y'all doing and saying about that? Y'all gonna embrace y'all identical, strange, long lost twin, or you got questions? You gonna square up with it? What you gonna do?
For real. And we talking about no kin at all. Y'all not even
None,
kin.
none.
So how do you handle that? Like,
And I've seen a YouTube video where they show a lot of videos of people meeting their twin that is not their biological twin at random places and will have on either the same color outfit, same hairstyle, everything. And these people did DNA tests and everything, and they are not related and look identical. So we got one up. We got another us out there somewhere, I guess.
that's
And
tough.
I don't want to
Oh,
run into
man.
bands. I'm cool.
Oh, man, that's tough. That is
Stay
tough,
your
man.
ass over there, other Leah. Stay your ass over there.
And you said that it's supposed to be like 12. I heard you say that about at least
Yeah.
12 of us. Like,
12. We're supposed to have 12 copies of ourselves in this world. In this world. Supposed to be 12 copies
crazy.
of ourselves. Yep. And living different lifestyles, but everything physically is the same. We all look alike, just living different lifestyles. Yep.
Crazy. Man, that's something to think about, man. And you
Yeah.
know what's crazy? You was talking about the doppelganger. And my question that was next is kind of a funny. I mean, it's not that, but it's about looks. So,
Mm-hmm.
my question is like, have you ever seen somebody and said, man, both your parents like must be ugly. You know what I mean? Like I know that's me, but that was my next question. So you start talking about doppelganger. I'm like, man, this about looks too, but in a bad way. You ever seen somebody? And some women out here they got their dad face or dad masculine jaw, shape or whatever. You like, I know you your daddy, like you like your daddy, like. But you ever seen just somebody who's just ugly and you like, man, like,
Ooh. I really don't like calling people ugly, but let's be
I
honest.
know.
There are unattractive people that we may see as unattractive. Like, yeah, I honestly, when before we even got started, recording, I was watching something on YouTube. This dude, he be doing street interviews, and he was interviewing this woman. She was 42. Now it's so weird because her face is it's like ugly, but not. I can't even explain it. And her body is really dope, but it's shaped oddly. I can't make sense of how I'm trying to explain this woman. But when I first saw her, I thought she was a transsexual because she got, like you say, masculine features. She got a slender body, but it's masculine. But her butt is really big and jiggly, and her face is kind of strong. Her voice is strong, but she's a biological woman. And when I saw her, first thing I said, that's a boy, that's a man. So, I mean, and I didn't think that she was attractive, but I didn't think she was ugly either. But I didn't look at her like, oh, she cute. I don't know. So, yes, I've seen people and was like, ooh, but I try not out loud. I wouldn't do it out loud. But yes, I've seen
Right.
people that had me like, wow. And when I see people like that, my first instinct, if I, interact with them is to be nice to them because I don't want to come off like an asshole. Because some
Yeah.
people, when they are unattractive, most of the time they know they unattractive and they probably expect people to be mean to them or roast them or treat them, awkwardly and stuff like that. So I try to come humbly and try to come, peacefully and respectfully to let them know that, no matter how other people treat you because of how you look, I'm not going to treat you that way because how you look don't affect my life. So, you know what I'm saying? But, I have seen some very interesting looking people. I'll say that.
I would say this, Miss Leah. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to call nobody ugly because I feel like it's somebody for everybody. Even if we think they ugly, they in love with somebody else too, or they got a couple, they a couple, whatever. You're like, man, how they pull somebody? But either way, it's somebody for everybody. Now, I will say this. I've seen some ugly folks with some great confidence. I know we talk about like, you said some people know they ugly, they kind of whatever. But I seen some, boy, you can't tell them nothing. And they ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they confidence through the roof. You know what I mean? Like, but I would say this too. I know a few people that even in our age range that look possibly like, almost 60, 55. And I
Yeah.
understand, their life probably was rougher than mine or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, man, I don't like to call nobody ugly, but like you said, we know in our mind and with our eyes that, like you ugly, man, but you know what's funny too? Like I said, some of them have so much confidence through the roof. Some are just so sweet too, man. Like some women are just
Yeah.
so sweet and kind, and oh, your little kind, ugly self, just so kind. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
kind. You know what I mean?
With
So
your ugly ass. Bogus as hell. That's a Chicago way. They go
so,
compliment you and insult you at the same
yeah, ugly.
time.
Mama, they right in their face, ugly. You know what I'm saying? You
But you know
stupid.
what's so crazy? I
Mhm.
fell in love with an ugly nigga. Like I fell in love,
Mhm.
and I couldn't stand this dude because he was so ugly. He would not leave me alone, and I kept
Mhm.
telling him like, dude, I don't like you. I don't want you. Leave me alone. But he wouldn't leave me alone. He would meet me at the bus stop every day. This was many years ago when I used
Mhm.
to get off work. He was standing at. He knew what time the bus was coming out. He was always there. He would walk me to the crib, cracking jokes, making me laugh, and I used to be like, "Dude, you're a cool ass, ugly ass nigga. Like you cool as hell though to be an ugly
Mhm.
buff." I used to always
Mhm.
say that. But long story short, he finally won me over with his sense of humor. Like, and
Mhm.
everybody used to be like, "How the fuck he bag her? How he get her? Why you with that ugly ass nigga?" Like, and I used to be like, "Don't call my man ugly. My man ain't."
Mhm.
Like, yeah, that's them ugly dudes
Mhm.
be having confidence though. Like you say, shit, they could pull them
Mhm.
a baddie, man.
And they smooth, you know what I mean? They nice. So sometimes
Yeah.
just being nice and smooth and making you laugh, yeah, win you over. I had an ugly chick
Mhm.
before. Now she was my girl outside, but she's my girl. Like I kept her for a while, you know what I mean? I wouldn't take it too. I ain't gonna lie. At night, I'd be like, let's go for a little drive,
Mhm.
nighttime. That's it. But
Mhm.
yeah, so you had a full relationship. You holding
Nah, we
hands.
was 7 years in.
Damn.
Yeah. My longest relationship with an ugly nigga. Oh man. Ooh, child.
Oh snap! I'm thinking you finna say a few months,
Oh
7 years.
no,
Oh
7
yeah.
years, my longest relationship, and people could not make sense of it for the life of them. How we got together, like, and like people used to get locked up a lot, so dudes are trying to pull up, trying to push up on me, like, why are you with that ugly? You could do better than that. That nigga ugly as hell. Ooh. And I used to cuss their ass out. I had a fight with a couple of them because they disrespected my name.
Mm.
I ain't care about none of that. I was in love.
Oh, you was in love.
I was
Yeah,
in love,
man.
and I
Oh.
always be like, how the hell did I go from talking about how ugly and annoying this dude is to fight motherfuckers over him, like literally fighting over him? It
He
was
won your
crazy,
heart.
man.
Yeah, he
He
won your heart over.
did. He did.
You
So
know what I'm
yeah, man, them
saying?
ugly dudes can get it, man. They are somebody, like you
Yeah.
say, somebody out there for everybody,
Somebody out
man.
here for everybody.
They know how to use their personality to their advantage when they know they don't got it in the looks department.
They're gonna be patient and they gonna win you one day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what happened. He won you.
Ooh, he did. 7 whole years. That's the dude I was talking about, and I and I laughed yesterday. When I said I faked my pregnancy?
Oh yeah.
That's the one that I faked my pregnancy for. Yeah,
Oh man.
he married
Yeah.
and got him a little family. So yeah,
Oh, so he'll pull
I'm out
somebody
the
else.
way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, what you got, Miss Leah? What you got for
Oh,
us?
let's see what we got next. You okay? So since we're talking about judging people, it's so crazy how we kind of low key piggybacking off each other without even trying. Since we talking about judging people, my next question is: do you judge the people that you follow on social media based off the content that they post or that they share? Like if it's this girl, she always posting, pictures of herself, got her ass out. Do you just like automatically think she's just a 304? She just out here, she bogus? Or that one dude that's always talking about, all the gang, whole lot of gang stuff, gang this. Do you think he really be out down the street, so he just a cloud chaser? Like, do you really judge people off the stuff that they post on their social media?
Okay, so now before I answer that, is it people we don't know? Like people you don't know, right?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. I can answer this. Okay, so if it's somebody we don't know, and like she always posting stuff, got her chest out or her butt out, or she just always a party kind of girl, then yeah, you gonna kind of look at her like, okay, she must be like a party girl, or and like showing everything she got, you know what I mean, body wise. So you're gonna kind of like judge the book by its cover because that's all they show you. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's a guy that I don't know, then and he doing all the gang talking all that. Most of the time, all that is cap anyway. But it is some goofy gang bangers too. So I can't say that. It's some goofies out here. So I would just say, from the people I don't know, yeah, kind of what you show us is what we think of you. You know what I mean? Now you could be a totally different person, but we only see what you constantly post. You know what I mean? So now, if it's somebody I do know, like I know some dudes that post gang stuff and all that, and it's like, man, sit your ass down. Like I use a foot soldier, then your foot soldier, and now sit your clown ass down. So you ain't about that life. But with social media, it make it seem like you're about that life because everybody can post their own setting, look like celebrities, look like rock stars. So with people like it's like, come on, man. Like I know women and guys that travel all the time, and they always talking about, yeah, y'all gotta travel. But then they broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they getting like pamphlets. I don't know if they get pamphlets to fly or like specials. You feel me? But it's like, let's be real.
Not deals.
Man, come on, you getting deals. Like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? And we talking about like $99 flights or like, stop that. So it's like if I know you, and it's really like, stop that. But if I don't know you, yeah, we kind of, whatever you's putting out there, and if it's a regular you putting it out there, yeah, I would say we definitely judge you off that because that's what you always putting out there, to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, what you think, Miss Leah? What you think?
You know what? I used to do that. I used to judge people based off the stuff that they post, especially if they had like a reoccurring theme of specific type of things that they post. I would just, I would judge them like I said, like those were just examples, like the gang thing or like a female. Like if you always posted like Bible stuff, then I'm just gonna assume that you just this holier than thou person, and not saying that as a bad thing, but just think that you like a real churchy person. But you could be a whole demon out there in the streets, but you just get off, So I did used to judge people based off of the stuff that they post, not knowing who they really are behind the stuff that they post. I stopped doing that when people started judging me off the stuff that I post. I get on there and not post shit for shit. I post stuff for shits and giggles. Shit that has absolutely nothing to do with my life. I will post I guess you can say quote unquote sexual content, but it has nothing to do with me personally, just something sexual that I think that everybody might find funny or can relate to. But people would think that that's me wanting, looking for this type of sexual attention. And, I'm like, no, they like, well, why you posting that if that ain't the type of time you, I'm like, cause I thought it was funny, you know what I'm saying? Or relatable. So I'm like, damn, so you can't post shit without people thinking this is your actual life or that you looking for this type of attention. And I'm like, damn, I'm really just posting this shit for y'all to laugh at or to, agree with her, So when I found out that people started judging me and thinking that the stuff that I post on my social media pages, me looking for attention or me, whatever, I stopped judging other people and what they post and started, having an open mind about they just could be doing this for content reasons or because they thought it was funny like me or just thought it was relate, whatever. It don't necessarily have to be that this is their actual life because they posted it on Facebook. So I used to judge people based off of what they post, but I don't do that no more.
Yeah, and that's a fact. You're right, especially like you said about like the church kind of thing, and people always putting up stuff, praying and biblical. You're gonna think that they're at church, going person or whatever. It could be a whole demon. That's a fact.
Yeah, so you can't judge people and assume that they really, like that because of what they post. People be putting up fronts or just putting up jokes. You never know, so you can't judge people off of what they post. Just look at it as entertainment and keep it moving. It has nothing. It doesn't always have something to do with the person that posted it. So you have to learn that.
That is a fact. That's a
Mm-hmm.
fact. You know what? I gotta say, I'm guilty of that because you only see what you see. But like you
Mm-hmm.
said, now see if people know you, then they know you just doing it for like shits and giggles. But
Yeah.
people that don't know you, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, that's
They
probably
don't
how
know
they looking
better.
at you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, but that's a good point of view. Can't never
Yeah.
judge a book by its cover, man. But
Absolutely. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. And that being said, you guys want to follow me on my TikTok at your favorite BBW319. And if you're more of a Facebook kind of person, you can follow me on Facebook at your favorite BBW Unmatched, and that's unmatched with an ED at the end. So come follow me on my socials, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with us and sticking to the end of this episode. And I'll catch you on the next
Yeah.
one.
And this your boy ATB, also known as America's Teddy Bear. You pretty much can find me on all music platforms by just typing in America's Teddy Bear or ATB, and it should be showing everything I got out there as far as music. Or you can type in Teddy Bear Chronicles, which is out now, and follow me that way on music. Also on platforms as far as TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can type in the same name, pretty much America's Teddy Bear, and you'll see all my stuff pop up on those platforms as well. Make sure you go follow us and, man, chime in with us, man, on the music and just our personal everyday lives, okay? We also got New Gen Investment Group. Pretty much, if you're facing foreclosure and you want to avoid bankruptcy, deficiencies, or judgments, they can help you protect your credit by just buying your home as is. If your home fits the criteria, pretty much within 30 days, they'll pay you cash for your home. You don't have to do no repairs, anything. They'll buy as is. That number is 312-468-3243. And the office number is 331-318-9197. Also, if you're interested in getting your car detailed, we got JWP Detailing, JWP Detailing, and he will come to your home and detail your cars right in the driveway. If you're locally in Naperville, Plainfield, Aurora, Bolingbrook, or Joliet, pretty much. If you're outside of that, I'm pretty sure y'all can work some out on the fuel. But right now, I know it's those locations for the back to school special, $129. Also, if you want to follow the page on Facebook, it's JWP Detailing. And the man name is Cameron, 773-816-1470. That's 773-816-1470. And until next time, tell your mama, your aunties, your sisters, Uncle ATB says hi. And we got this thing. Peace.
Ciao.
I hustle, I grind, I'm true to this. Here to get the bag, that's all, that's it. You can have a cap, I'm not here for that. Cap, that's all.